What's up, y'all? It's your boy Super Sam, and today I pretty much just wanted to talk to y'all about something I saw on Instagram. It was a meme. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are familiar with it. It's basically a car speeding off the exit. It was on the highway, but it's speeding off the exit, and a lot of people make different types of memes for it. But this is basically what it looks like. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video because when I saw this meme, it brought something to my head that me and Mom talked about a while ago. It was pretty much talking about life and how life has two lanes to it, two roads, whichever way you want to call it. So the conversation with me and my mom was basically like, you have two roads. You can follow the crowd, be like everybody else, do what everybody else do, or you can have your own path to do what you want to do, be yourself. Now, when I saw the meme, I haven't really thought about how I used to be. I used to be like, man, I'm finna follow everybody else. I'm finna do what everybody else do. Everybody else going to the club, I'm gonna go to the club. Everybody else splurging money, I'm gonna splurge money. And I really had to sit back and think because it's a lot of stuff that I don't do anymore. Like, I had to realize, like, I don't follow the same crowds, because following crowds leads to you following the same path, following the same journey, following the same like struggles that they had, because you're just being like everybody else, pretty much following society and how they are today. Because pretty much we grew up to pretty much follow what everybody else do. We follow what our parents do. They follow what their parents did. They follow what their parents did, which is basically grow up, go to school, get a job, whether it's good paying or it pays enough to get by, and work there till you retire. And thinking about how you gotta work till you retire, I was feeling like I'm following the same journey, same path that everybody else is going. And I realized something, like, that's not me. That's not who I am. And I really had to think about, like, do I want to be another number to society, or do I want to be Sam? Like, the guy who does what he want to do when he wants to do it, lives by his rules. And I wouldn't say, well, yeah, my rules, but like, I'm different from everybody else. Do I want to be the same, or do I want to be different? And within this past year, I've really chosen to be different, because I know what it feels like to work all day, work 12-hour shifts, work 9 to 5s. I was in the Army. We worked non-stop. Even before that, I was working job. And doing that, something always clicked in me like, dog, this ain't for you. This ain't what you need to be doing. Like, you're designed to do more, designed to be different, designed to do other things. And to me, I ignored that side of me for the longest. I pretty much ignored it because I was pretty much grinding every day, working every day to make ends meet, to pay bills, to do things that I wanted to do. Even though I couldn't do it when I wanted to do it, I still knew eventually I'm gonna get to do it. So I was grinding every day, working, helping my family, helping whoever I needed, helping my friends, and that was pretty much became my life. All work, going to school, didn't really have anything that I want to do. So I was still in that society realm of doing what everybody else doing, right? Don't get me wrong, working a job, all that, nothing's wrong with that. But the purpose of me making this video today is because I know even the people that you are watching, those of you who know that you are meant to be different, meant for more, meant to do more, that you need to listen to that. Listen to that voice telling you this is not all it is to life. There's more to life than just going to school and working. There's traveling, there's living your dreams, there's pursuing things you want to do. The world is enormous. You can do anything that you want to do. And I feel that the way that the world has grown us to be, or not grown, but formed us to be, is pretty much how we've been since birth. And to me, I'm really like, I can't have, I feel like I'm not doing my part if I'm not sharing the knowledge or sharing the message that you don't have to live that life. You don't have to work forever until you retire. You don't have to, like, work hard to live a good life, even whether it's minimalist or to the max. You don't have to work extremely hard to do what you want to do, because it's hundreds of thousands of people that have done very little to no work and are living phenomenal lives, but there are so who work a lot and live either phenomenal or little life, right? So the new year just passed, so it unlocked a new decade. So in this new decade, I'm actually challenging you guys to be different. Be who you are meant to be. Be what you want to be. Be whatever you care to be. And I pretty much want to help everyone change the form of society, because society is made for us to be this person in a suit, or lady in a dress, or kid going to school with a book bag, uniform, whatever, for the rest of our lives, and that's not who we're supposed to be. My Lord and Savior, which is God, I believe He created all of us individually to be unique, creative, to live our own path, live our own journey. And I feel that if I'm not sharing you guys, telling you guys to embark on that path, embark on that journey, especially with it being a new decade, which is like pretty much a fresh start, you can make this entire decade about what you want to do. Even if you don't have the funds, even if you don't have the resources, you can still start. All you have to do is start to change how you want to live. And eventually everything will fall into place. So my goal, and I hope that you embark on this journey with me, is to change from 2020 for the rest of now, to change it basically to creating a new society, creating a new world that where your kids, when your kids have kids, know that they don't have to form to this society. You can be who you want to be. All you have to do is start with changing it. So with all that being said, if you feel that you can relate to this, if you feel that you're meant to be more, if you feel that you're meant to be different, comment "I'm different" below, and together let's smash 2020. Let's create a new world, make a new society for the people who want to be different, like you and me. Peace out. Love y'all. Be safe.